day you go crazy.
So you had to deal with the Chicago police shenanigans, the Chicago newspaper shenanigans, because I learned that they were misquoting you, you know, throughout different articles, you know.
Yeah.
And along with just, you know, going through personal grief, you know, your family, you know, is your number one priority. You're a mom of 5, you know. So you lost one to the streets, but you got 4 more, right?
Yeah.
So walk us through, like, you know, how did we get from here or there? I'm sorry, 10 years ago to right here, and now that you're able to tell us, you know, how did you make it here?
You know, after that with her, it kind of made me want to like get away from Illinois altogether. But you know, I just stayed focused because them other kids, I gotta stay on top of that for them. So I just stayed focused. Pretty much a lot of times I just threw myself into my job, like working extra hours, working 2-3 jobs. You know, I've been working on a book. I got a book coming out, so I've been working on that. I've been working on this podcast I got coming out called Mass. It's called Mothers Against the Street Struggle, kind of just for the mothers who struggling with their kids in the streets or done lost their kids to the streets. You know, so I pretty much like over time been just working on things for self and, you know, helping the family and stuff like that. But I just, you know, cause if I sit there and soak in it and weep and mourn all the time, it'll overwhelm me, it'll consume me. And I don't want to be consumed by that. You know, she's gone, I'm here. We all got a life to try to live. So I just put my focus into a lot of other positive things, you know, spend a lot of time with my kids and, you know what I'm saying, let them know I love them all the time, stuff like that, you know, our internet here and there, you know, stuff like that, interviews, stuff like that. I did an interview 2 or 3 months after that happened with her. I did an interview with Miss Queen.
Right.
I went to school with Miss Queen nephew. So I had got on Miss Queen and, you know, talked about it. I was still kind of shook up about it then, but, you know, I was able to get through. You
carried it well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that interview is actually what led me to reaching out to you. I had stumbled upon it kind of like on accident, literally just scrolling. And, I sat and watched it. And when I reached out to you, I could feel you over the phone. You on the phone like, man, how the this nigga get my number?
You see what I asked you? You talking about I put your number in? No.
Hold on,
How the
hold
fuck
on.
you get my number?
Like, hold on.
Because I had some other people contacting me about some other projects and shit too. And I'm like, oh, okay, now everybody finna be trying to call me. Nah, don't, you know, but yeah. It was I'm glad you reached out to me though. I appreciate it. I was already following you and stuff, so I had already did some background checking on you, you know. You know what I'm saying? Some of the YouTubers, some of them you just can't mess with, but you know what I'm saying? You're a pretty decent guy. You decent.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
decent. I you know what I'm saying? I even, you know what I'm saying, mention you to a couple of guys I know. They like, oh yeah, fuck with him. He cool. He cool. You are pretty good, even though, you know, you had, you know, butt on and all that Italian beef and all that. But you cool, you know what I'm saying? You're a pretty cool individual. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no beef with you.
That's good. Okay, speaking of Buddy, you know, that is like our favorite guest at this point on the show.
Yeah.
I haven't interviewed anyone as much as I've interviewed FBG Butter, right? So he obviously brings up your daughter a lot. Most of the world believes that they are actually brother and sister because there's a picture of them and they look alike when you look at them, and you know, as much as
they got a favor. They don't look alike, but they got a favor.
Right, and as much as he claimed her and he got K.I. tatted on his face, you know, what's your thoughts on Butter?
Well, I'm here to let you know that is not her actual twin brother. No blood relation at all. Put the this from Chicago. Yeah, on there the sound effects, but yeah, but Butter, that's like my son though. You know, that's like my son. You know what I'm saying? His OG. I know his OG. Been knowing him for years. You know what I'm saying? It's been times, you know, I might have been hungry. Him and his OG done fed me, you know what I'm saying? Gave me money or something, you know, just as a sister looking out for another sister, you know. So I ain't really got no gripes with Butter. You know, he funny as hell, you know. But yeah, you know, I ain't really got no gripes with him at all. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff I done seen him get interviewed about, you know, I said my whole thing is like on a snitching thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you was gonna snitch anyway, why you ain't snitch in the beginning? You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing. I don't care if you what they call, I don't care if you're a tattletale. I don't care. I done told on my folks too. It's gonna be me or you. Oh, it's gonna be you, because I'm finna tell. I'm not finna go to jail. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's, you know, some people tell shit and lies and all that shit every day. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is, if you was gonna tell all this shit you told just recently, not just on the blog, but to these people in court on this testify because of this other shit, why you just ain't say that from the, why you was playing stupid in the beginning, like you ain't know who it was, and okay, I understand you probably ain't want the after effect. Now motherfuckers trying to get at you or whatever and all this and all that. Okay, that's understandable. That's understandable, you know, because if you feel for your life or something like that, yeah, you might not say nothing then. But my whole thing was like, dude, don't come out with all of this now. You know, finish keeping your mouth shut about the situation. You know, but hey, that you know what I'm saying? Like I say, Butter, that's like a son to me. You know what I'm saying? He done slept in my crib. I done slept over their crib. You know what I'm saying? Him and K.I, they was tight. They was super tight. When G.I. went away for a little while, she clicked her and Butter clicked up. They was tight as hell. Like, that was like freaking frat. They used to get on my nerves so much. I was like, get y'all ugly ass up out of here. Like, I'm sick of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then, you know, his mama, you know what I'm saying? She definitely looked out for K.I. a lot. You know what I'm saying? All the time. That's like her daughter. You know what I'm saying? She looked out for my baby a lot. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against none but love for them people, for Butter and his mom. I love them. His OG and Butter, I love them. You know what I'm saying? And then, because, like, I feel like a lot of times, you know, Butter might have saved my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got nothing against the man. You know what I'm saying? I know that's one of your special guests. You know what I'm saying? I want him to come back. You know, finish his little, you know. So I ain't got. He could come sit with me. He want to come sit with OG? He can come sit with OG. I ain't got nothing against him. But, you know, only thing I had to look right with him about was all that stuff, you know, motherfucker was putting out in the air after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Which you should have just been up front. Like, because I feel like if he would have did all that snitching in the beginning, that probably would have saved a lot of people. Like, I think Doug probably would have still been here. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people I felt could have got saved if a lot of motherfuckers would have just came with the forefront. But motherfuckers holding shit in and like we had some, like was telling me when that happened with Cat, oh, we gonna do this, we finna drill, we finna do that. I used to tell them, don't drill. You know what I'm saying? I prayed, let God handle it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do no drilling, but you know the hood, they want to react. You know what I'm saying? I said, tell motherfuckers, just let it, you know, let it be, you know. So, you know, I understand him not saying anything then because want the drill, and then, you know, he was in fear for him and his family life too, because like I said, he got shot at the time too. I feel him not saying nothing, you know what I'm saying, but don't come with the whole stilo nasty, leave something to the imagination, boy. Don't get all the way naked. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I ain't got no gripes against Butter. I love Butter.
Word.
I love Italian beef and Pepsi too. That's one of my favorites. I love Butter. I love Butter. But man, I love you, Butter. For real. For real. Him and my daughter, they was like this. Like, they was so much like this that everybody thought they was twins. They was blood. Everybody thought that. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucker, you know, bro, sis, everybody really, the whole entire world, United States, think that man is her twin, but he's actually not. He's not blood related, but he close. He like family. And him and my daughter, they was like freaking frat in them streets. They probably went on a lot of hits together. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I don't got nothing against the man. I don't judge him for nothing. But I do want him to stop speaking on G.I. like he crazy though, straight up. just on the strength of everything, because he know if he was, like that with K.I. and that's his twin and all that, why would you speak on this girl real twin negatively or say anything about, what I'm saying, whatever you saying, what I'm saying, it's internet shit all over. So just, what I'm saying, if he could just chill with that, because I don't want to make them enemies. You know what I'm saying? Well, he gonna make them enemies, but, I don't want them to be enemies because they came up together. You know what I'm saying? G.I. done hung with them too. You know what I'm saying? And roll with them and all that. You know what I'm saying? So don't, what I'm saying, even if you ain't partaking and being his homie right now today and hollering at him on the phone, whatever, don't sneak this the man. You know what I'm saying? Because that is actually her real twin blood brother born 13 minutes apart. So don't do that part. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, Butter is all the love gets all the love in the world from me. I might go see him after this interview.
Yeah, because I was just finna tell you my next comment was gonna be I know for sure that Butter does have a real strong love for your daughter. Like, he loved K.I.
Yeah.
I haven't interviewed Butter in a while, but I just talked to him a couple days ago on the phone, and he said something that was kind of heartfelt. He said, man, I wish my sister could call me. I wish I could send her some money or write her a letter. Like I wish she was locked up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like on some shit like, rather her being locked up than,
right.
And but when he said it, it kind of, I felt that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that'd be my reason for having these type of conversations in my interviews, because, man, you never know what the next person going through, and we all going through something.
Right, and I know he fucked up behind that shit, because when it happened, he was with her. You know what I'm saying? So I know that shit fucked him up. You know what I'm saying? I know, and like I said, they were like freaking fresh. So, like losing somebody close and then you in the mix of it, you know what I'm saying? I know that, I know that affected him. You know what I'm saying? Praises out to him for him being strong. Cause I know that fucked him up a little bit. Yep.
Well, that's what's up. Well, look, Mama K.I., we ain't gonna hold you too much longer, You shared with us enough. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. You see what I'm saying? Cause I love what I do, So nowadays I be grateful when people show up and assist me with doing what I do.
No problem. Anytime.
Any shout outs or closing remarks?
No, just be on the lookout for my book coming this year. And my podcast, Mothers Against the Street Struggle, it's going to be bi-weekly. I'm going to have some of the mothers from the area that lost their kids, like Mama Doug, Mama Tuka, a few more others that I, went to school with, lost their children, you know what I'm saying, to the streets. So, it's called MASS, M-A-S-S, Mothers Against the Street Struggle, because I want us to go back to the old days where they say it takes a village to raise a child. But see, all the villages are broken now. So, because like when I was coming up, the neighbor whooped my ass, the teacher whooped my ass, everybody, you know what I'm saying? But now you can't touch these people's kids, because everybody gonna come out with a gun, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a lot of senseless stuff going on with the streets and the youth, and, not just in Chicago, but around the world. I want to make some type of impact, if it don't reach one teen or, somebody to say, man, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my family to bury me. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize, and nobody realizes how hard it affects you standing over that little one in a casket. And for what? Because somebody ain't like you because you was with this person, or you with these people, or you from this block, or you from this area. You know what I'm saying? It just shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that.
For sure. And in closing, is there a message you could leave for the young ladies that's growing up in the streets? She might be a teen mom, or she might have a child that's out in the streets and she don't know how to really, deal with it. What's the message you could leave to that woman?
I'll tell try and reach out and get all the resources you can. Keep your head up though, don't abandon your child. even if your children doing this and that, if you know your child doing something and you're not able to intervene, see if you can get some type of authority figure or just somebody to intervene where, they don't have to choose, the streets as an option. Even though they probably going through something at school and, because nowadays these kids can't even go to school. It's just all bad. But just keep your head up, stay strong. And one thing for sure, don't give up on your child no matter what.
For sure that. Well, there you have it. I think we just composed a classic. So I want to say thank you to Mama K.I. Shout out to Word T Productions. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And shop with Lil Bro at Animosity Speaks, AMSTY Speaks.com.
DJ, you go crazy.